Good morning from familydoctor.expert. I'm Dr. Grant Blashki and I have another pop-up video. This one in southern Israel from Mitzpe Ramon, and I'm standing here. I've gone for a ride and I'm standing here and there's this beautiful solar power solar cell array in the middle of the desert, quietly taking in all the energy, having it processed over here and sending it into the city. And it made me think about an issue that I'm very passionate about climate change, and particularly the health impacts of climate change. Now, we know that climate change is happening. We know that the greenhouse gases are warming the planet. We're already about 0.9 degrees warmer than average, and the predictions from all the additional carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is that we're at least up for another degree or so of warming. And this is going to have huge effects on the planet and on health. Direct effects such as heat waves, droughts, extreme weather events, which we're already starting to see, and in the longer term, problems like sea level rise and displacement of populations, massive displacement populations, reductions in fresh water supplies, all sorts of problems that are going to have huge impacts on health. So the exciting and slightly frustrating thing about this is we know what to do. We've got the technology, and solar panels are getting cheaper and cheaper. I mean, my country, Australia, is really dragging its feet. We've got so much desert. We could easily put in solar panels like this all over the place, rather than really continue to push our fossil fuel economy. I'm not suggesting that we need an instant change tomorrow. Obviously, there are economic and social effects of trying to move a country's whole energy supply, but it's something that we need to be changing our trajectory towards with our policies, and particularly participating in these really important international negotiations. There's a very important one coming up in Paris this year, at the end of this year, where hopefully we're going to get a serious international agreement on climate change. So it's not an abstract issue, it's something that's going to be very real for my children, my grandchildren, all of our future generations. And the great thing about solar energy is that the cost of solar power is rapidly diminishing, and it's becoming competitive with the fossil fuels, and I think this is only going to continue. So the trick for the general population is to make sure that the very strong vested interests of fossil fuel companies don't skew our debate and make us miss the boat on a really bright future that's going to provide energy without ruining the future for future generations. So there's a touch of idealism for the morning, but there you go. I wish you well from familydoctor.expert.